What's up, everybody? Today we're playing a little bit more Super Auto Pets, giving my brain a break from the old puzzle games. Because let me tell you, I still can't even figure out those puzzles that's going on. So, might be a couple days before any new uploads for the current puzzle game that we're working through. But let's cozy it up with some Super Auto Pets. We got a new weekly going on here today. And honestly, I'm feeling pretty alright about it. The level 1 pets are like the classics, right? You got an ant, you got your chinchilla, and then the moth. The moth's always really strong because it gives your first unit +2 attack. And then I really like the silk moth as well because whenever something takes damage, it'll heal it by 1. I have gotten a 10 piece this week, so if we can catch lightning in a bottle, we got a 10 piece coming here today. Let's be the Grumpy Pets. The Super Auto Grumpy Pets. And see what we got going on here. So that's tough, you know. That's why that moth is really good. That's why I froze the moth. I really like the chinchillas too, because it gives you just extra money, because you can sell it and get an extra gold, and you can still like get a chunky chinchilla. So we'll kind of run it like this here. I'll go Silk Moth behind this chinchilla. Hopefully this ant buffs this chinchilla. You never know. These first rounds are kind of a toss-up. Last weekly I kind of had that on lock, but this weekly maybe less so. And it's looking like a tie. So, you know, all things considered, a tie is good, especially within the first 2 rounds, because that means you get a health back. Boom, boom, boom. We're here to play games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the chinchilla, which is going to bring back another chinchilla. I'm going to sell the other chinchilla to bring back another chinchilla. The rats are interesting because you get a pretty big unit. A 3/6 this early in the game is really nice. So I'm thinking I'm going to go rat, throw the silk moth behind the rat. Like, this rat's probably going to be able to chump through a bunch of, like, other teams. So that's really exciting. And then we're just going to kind of try and prep up the rest of our squad for some level ups so we can kind of get some early upgrades. And it looks like we caught a lot of good units here on the last roll here, so that's pretty lucky. So yeah, it looks like we're going to clean house here. Like I said. And then what? They get a 1/1 rat? That doesn't do anything. I think the level 2 rat summons 2 1/1 rats, which is kind of like a little bit more zesty, but you know, that's not a problem at all. The ox, with the friend ahead fainting, there's not a lot of units this week that I've found that kind of spawn new units, so ox might not be good this week. I've gotten completely dumped on by surgeonfish. Maybe not the surgeonfish, there's another one, but you know, I don't think we really caught anything that was worth grabbing from the next tier. I guess we could prep ourselves up for an ox level, but I'm kind of happy with where we're at. We'll freeze one of these chinchillas, and then I do like the peacock because we do have the silk moth, which can continually buffs it. So it might make sense to freeze this, maybe. We'll think about it. And then the pill, honestly, we'll keep around in case we get this ant, because then this can kind of buff our friends 2/2 when we get this leveled up. That won't be too bad. Throwing a 10/1 up there is pretty ambitious. But then, yeah, we just got this big beefy rat, and this thing just doesn't die. Oh, it's pretty sick. Like, the elephant and the peacock combo is really nice, actually. And because we have a silk moth, that's gonna, like, heal up the peacock every time it takes damage. So what I want to do is I'm going to give the pill to the ant. It would have been nice to see an ant on this level, but I think it's kind of outlived its purpose. We're going to sell this chinchilla to get an extra gold back and then catch a level here and see what we get. There's not really any tier 4 toys that I'm like really like excited about. So I'm not gonna go for the Gariel. I don't know if I'd even like. I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. So I think we're gonna go with our strat of saying let's say goodbye to the chinchilla. It got us a level, allowed us to look at some new things. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna take a look at this and see what it brings. So yeah, 6 damage to the last enemy is kind of whatever. The give the rightmost friend a melon perk is all right. I guess we'll check that out. What we'll do is we'll sell the Gariel. We'll grab an elephant, throw it up front. We will then put the peacock behind the elephant, and then the silk moth is gonna pump or give health back to the peacock when the peacock takes damage. And while we're chilling, we can save this garlic and this silk moth, because it'd be nice to grab a level here off of that. Level 3 silk moths, I'm not mad about. This thing's just gonna poop on us, which isn't ideal. And that's, you know, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. The leech is interesting because as the leech takes damage from the peacock continually gets buffed, which is kind of cool. The rat's kind of our big unit right now. Also getting the... I like the moth. Is it time to get rid of the rat? It's got good stats, but we kind of just lost that last one. So I think we could probably scale our peacock here and hope we catch some peacocks. That sounds nice. So we sold our rat. We're going to throw the leech right behind. The leech is going to be kind of big on its own. And it's going to continue to do damage to peacock, but the peacock's going to get +4 attack. And it's going to keep those stats, which is nice. And then we'll save the garlic to put on the peacock at some point here. But I think we got a decent squad here. And then the melon on the elephant, it just allows it to soak up a little bit more damage. And I think a melon there would have been like the difference between us winning and losing that one there. But we got our melon on our elephant. We'll chuck... we're just going to roll. Let's see what's going on. We have this garlic in our pocket. We'll see if we can't catch a level here or something. A pear wouldn't be bad. We don't have any level 3 friends for the bison to be really that good. Alright, so we kind of got unlucky there. I'll throw the garlic on the peacock, so it's going to be a little bit more tanky. But we're going to need to start giving this thing health, too. That's the other kind of scary part about the peacock. We just kill our peacock because he's so low from the dang leech. And this guy got a rhino off really early. That's pretty big. Alright, we're kind of roughing it here. That's how this weekly's kind of been for me. It's been a little rough. I'm going to throw the leech behind our friend the moth. Because the leech does too much damage to our friend the peacock. We're going to throw a pear at the peacock. We're also going to maybe try and get a level at this elephant. And then we'll do a salad bowl. And it hit the units that we wanted it to hit. So that's awesome. This squad's feeling a lot better. The Nyala, that thing can pop off later in the game. And an 8-8 just is really nice. So we're kind of struggling here. I'm going to get rid of this leech. I'm going to grab this zebra to buff some of our units. The moth is kind of whatever. I could see a turtle being good for our peacock, so it kind of can take less damage even though it overrides the garlic. I think I'm making some pretty not ideal plays here, but it's kind of out of desperation. Because we're running low, and times are hard right now. And the slug's like the best unit with the ox, but I would have put the sheep in front of the ox there if I was him. And we can tank through this sturgeon fish and kill the leech, so that's awesome. We're on our last life, but we made it. Let's see how far we can take this run. We might just do a back-to-back if we end up losing at some point here. But if we end up taking this to 10-piece city, which we always want to take it to, then that's what happens. I guess we'll try and catch a level off this turtle and hope our squad is good enough. And just like that, we're out of it. That's okay. New round, new us. We're here for it. We're gonna hit an ant here. We're gonna grab another ant and then we'll grab a goose. And we're big noobs because we only got 3 trophies that time. And, you know, sometimes big noobs can pull through and really be awesome. And that's what we're kind of hoping for here. That's a pretty sick tie. Duck's a really strong early unit, it feels like. I like a chinchilla and I like a moth. And then we hit a roll. We'll combine the ant and throw a silk moth right behind it. A duck might not have been bad as well, but this is the decision that I have made. That guy's got a level primed up for next turn. And there goes our first trophy. So that's awesome. Now our main objective is looking for levels. I'm a big proponent of looking for levels. I will freeze this duck because it does have good stats. And honestly, maybe the... What is that? A frigate bird? Maybe a frigate bird might not be bad just because of the stats. The jellyfish is always good if you catch a bunch of levels. It is just better than the chinchilla. And maybe we go... I'm kind of like trying to cook here, but maybe we go duck. We sell the duck. Pumps our guys. We get a little jellyfish action going on here. And then the goose is kind of whatever. We got a beefy frigate bird that's going to do us better than the goose will. Crabs kind of do nothing for me. We'll sell the goose. We'll grab the frigate bird. We'll freeze the moth and freeze the other frigate bird, and then we'll call it a squad. That doesn't look too bad. This guy's got an ox early. That's a little scary. It's big scary. I don't think I've ever run the frigate bird before, but we're just trying new things out. So we catch the level next turn for the ant. Maybe we can catch another. No. All right. So we're cruising. Big noobs against some magical eggplants. I don't know how he has like a 6'4" jellyfish already. But we'll catch this level. And the meerkat's not bad because it buffs your guys dependent on how much like damage or how much money you've spent. I like the moth though because that's pretty close to catching a level. We'll freeze this and hit a roll. We'll buff our jellyfish and then I think we get rid of our silk moth and throw the meerkat. That wasn't optimal gameplay because I did not spend the money before buying the meerkat, but that's okay. And now things are looking a little bit better for us. We take those. We do take those. That's a nice level up on the frigate bird. We still don't have anything that's level 3 yet. So So the bison's not really going to be great for us. We don't have anything that's giving ailments right now. I think we roll and try and see if we get some levels here. I'll freeze the ant to think about it. This is nice, the jellyfish. And a friendly level up giving it +2/+2 is nice. But I like our meerkat, and our frigate bird's got some stats right now. And the moth is always nice, and that's close to getting a level as well. But I will freeze this jellyfish and roll again. And the meerkat we can try and get a level on too. Alright, that's 3 trophies. That's a nice little win there. They had me going in the first quarter. So the fire ant would buff our highest tier friend, which would end up being our meerkat. So that's kind of whatever. Let's buff our jellyfish. Maybe try and grab a level on the meerkat. Freeze the garlic and roll. Penguin would be nice for the consistent buffing, and maybe that would be good to get rid of the ant for. So we unfreeze the ant. And then I want to think about the turtle. We're doing all right now. That's a big ant. And I'll definitely take that tither. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the ant. We're going to put these penguins towards the back. We're going to garlic up our big boy here. And then roll. Freeze this pair. And we got a nice level 3 jellyfish coming up, so that's nice. Then if we start getting bisons, we can think about that, right? That's when we start thinking, hey, that's not too bad of an idea. And that garlic just like saved our lives. We just knocked that guy out. Alright, so now we are beginning to cook a little bit. What do we want? The snake would be really good behind the jellyfish. I think we sell our meerkat. Chuck the snake behind him. And the bison wouldn't be bad either because it would start scaling. But this is giving +1/+1. So this is going to be like our consistent scaling to our moth and our frigate bird. But I think if we sell our moth, the thought is we can start buffing the bison. Because it's going to be getting +1/+2 every single turn. And that's just going to be very nice value. I don't know if we want to freeze the pair. And I think maybe eventually we'll swap this frigate bird for the turtle. And then we'll just have a big, juicy jellyfish. And we'll just try and catch levels on the bison and the penguin as time goes on. The swordfish doesn't do anything for me. Like a moth would have been really nice right there. That fish is scary. So, like, in one turn, we outscale that guy. Which is fine. I think maybe we don't care about the turtle. I like our frigate bird, because it's getting pumped every turn, so you can't be too mad at it. I don't think I like it enough to put another level into it. I think what we do here is we sell it now, because really this is just a big boy. It's a 6/10. We'll throw a 6/9 in its place, and the rhino is a really good unit. we'll hit a roll here, and then, you know, we can throw a pear on our rhino, make it a little bit more scary. And all the while, our jellyfish is just going to continue getting upgraded. That was a series of unfortunate events. We're on our last life. We have a good squad. Please believe me. We have a good squad. Maybe it's time to change the penguin for the hammerhead, because then we get 3 more gold. I'll think about this. I don't think we can go dragon, because we're not going to like go buy sell on a lot of this stuff. We could also consider throwing a shrimp on the rhino, maybe getting a little bit more beef out there. I think a garlic on the rhino wouldn't be a bad idea either. Scorpion mushroom sounds troll as hell. I think we want to continue pumping though. It would really be nice to catch a level on our penguin here. But we haven't. We got a chocolate. That's nice. And now it's giving +2/+2, so I don't think we want to really get rid of that at this point. Friend faints and then resummon it as a 1/1. I believe in good, simple super auto pets, right? You just get one beefy boy and let him carry you to the promised land. Or you get a really nice beefy squad. That is super unfortunate. You know, what are you gonna do? Well, thanks so much for watching today. You know, we didn't catch any big hot streaks, but here we are. We played 2 games, and we'll catch you in the next one. I'm a little salty, to be honest, but thanks so much. Take it easy, y'all.